I didn't have to work, I'd be so much happier. Maybe. Probably not. I'd probably just be like.
I feel like if you didn't have to work, your life might slip into. What's the word I'm looking for?
Depression?
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
That sadness.
I was going to use the word,
feels.
when your phone, obsolete. Yeah.
Not me. I wouldn't be obsolete. I'd be wistful.
That's not the definition, the one that they gave you.
It is the definition.
Okay. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Is everything working, like the mics and stuff? And it just feels weird having like one less person in the room.
I know. It kind of does.
It's kind of throwing me off.
Perfect.
Back to square one. I can't even start the podcast anymore. What's up, guys? My name is JC Kroupa.
And I'm Jordan Hopkins.
And this is The Boy Band. Thank you guys so much for joining us again.
They did it.
We've got super producer JT in the room as
Super
usual.
duper.
Is that your new catchphrase? I think that's yes. All right. Unfortunately, fact checker Kendra couldn't make it tonight, so JT will be doubling up on duties today. So we're super lit. Something I learned this week.
I'm super lit.
Our fact checker has dyslexia.
Yeah. She sees D's instead of B's.
I didn't know
A's
that
and
when we hired her on as our
we hired her on. Yeah, for sure.
When we asked her to volunteer for the podcast.
Just exposing her. So, she's not even here to defend
herself.
Shout
out fact checker Kendra. We miss you. Come back to us soon.
I hope you're watching this right now.
Yeah. I was like, I felt bad because last week I was like making fun of her for not knowing how to pronounce.
Yeah, you're like, you can't
not
read.
knowing how to pronounce the names and stuff. And she literally has a disability that hinders her
from reading things like properly.
So I'm a terrible person. But hey, man.
You're not.
How's your week been?
How was my week? Well, I'll tell you.
Okay, tell me.
I started a new job this week.
Okay, where at?
I work for Carvana.
Okay, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's semi-okay.
What do you do?
So they call it, it's basically a call center.
Okay.
But I work from home. But they don't like to call it a call center because they like to keep their energies high there. It's a super hipster hipster company.
It should be
Everyone's
perfect
super
for you,
young. I'm not a hipster.
Really? You wouldn't classify yourself as a hipster?
I definitely would not.
Is Jordan a hipster? Drop yes or no in the comments.
Drop below. Or just hit up on our Instagram and just say comment. Or go to my Instagram and see if I'm a hipster or not. I don't think my fashion sense is hipster-ish.
Yeah, you guys need to start hitting us up on our Instagram page. I was thinking we could do a Christmas special where it's all just fan questions.
That'd be dope.
That would be super dope.
Okay, well, we have to lead that then. Because our fans are listening, but they're not. They don't want to participate for some reason.
Honestly. I feel like if we hype it up, we can get engagement up.
Hype it up. How do you hype it? I don't know.
I don't think that's how you hype people up. But yeah.
Raise the roof.
Super excited things to announce at the end of the podcast as well. But,
Stay tuned
Jordan's got a new job. My old boss hit me up today.
Oh my God, that's a funny story. That is hilarious.
He called me. I was taking a nap because I'm unemployed. And I woke up from my nap. And it showed my old boss called me. And so I texted him. I was like, did you mean to call me? Like, I haven't been working there like a month and a half. And he said, can I call you? I
was like, bro, just
and I was like, fine. So I let him call me. And you were in the room, and I put him on speaker.
I had to be in that room for that one. That was a hilarious conversation.
He was like, hey, JC, how you doing? I was like, I'm cool, man. How are you?
What do you want?
Yeah. And he was like, good. And then I didn't say anything. It was an awkward silence. And he was like, I was wondering if you would want to come back and work for us.
He said it so awkwardly. He was like he didn't want to say it.
His hands were like this.
I was wondering if you want to come work for me.
Like he was like the loser at school asking a girl to prom.
Yeah.
That's how he asked me to come back to work.
Oh my God, you're the hot girl at prom.
I'm the hot girl in the office, man.
Dude,
you know?
You are the hot girl.
And I was like, I left because it was bad for my mental health.
Yeah,
and
you gave him a bull crap but legit answer.
Yeah. And he was like, well, lots have changed. The environment's changed at the office.
Right away. What changed?
I said, how? And he was like, yeah. I was like, is so-and-so still working there? Like our old boss that was not very nice to us. And he was like, but you'll answer to me and be dealing with me. And Next time you pour a drink, don't put bottle in front of the vinyl.
Yeah, bro, you put it right in front of the vinyl, dog.
I'm tripping, bro.
Tie your shoes, bro.
That's why you're the super producer, bro.
I like how he typed it, because like that way it's like no voiceovers.
This is a Kanye West vinyl. Can they see it?
That's actually I would take that as a yes. Wait, I actually never looked. I've never seen that vinyl before or album. Is that the same album cover you like see? See, that's an exclusive. It's
You're an exclusive.
Tell me about it. Tell me something I don't know.
But yeah, he's trying to get me to come back to work, and so I texted him.
Yeah.
Because I told him I needed the night to think about it, and I said,
"What are the demands you gave him?"
The demands I said,
you gave him 3 demands.
I said I want to choose my hours, and I gave him the hours I wanted to work, and I said I want a $1.50 raise,
a whole $1.50. That's a lot of money in the world.
And I said, if you can do that, I will commit to working the month of December
till December.
But if I don't feel like the culture has changed, then I'm leaving after December.
That's funny.
And if it has changed, then there's a good possibility I'll stay on.
So you just told him everything. You just like, I'm only doing this for the month of December.
Yeah, literally.
That's it.
Well, like, yeah. If I'm not happy by the end of the month, like
I'm a dip.
I said, I'll commit. So if I come back and I'm not happy, I'm not just going to leave right away. I'll just stay for December because I said I was going to do something. And then if I don't like it, I'm headed out. I feel like it's pretty
like
honorable.
New Year, New Me.
Yeah,
type vibes.
Literally.
I don't believe in that. I actually dislike New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I think people should make resolutions in December and then lead that into the new year.
I feel like that's what they do.
Well, they don't. They start January 1st.
We'll start doing it January 1st. That's the whole point of the New Year's. But I feel like in December they're thinking like, oh, in January I'm going to get in shape or I'm going to
I truly think people wake up January 1st of the new year and be like, now's the day. Today's the day I think of everything great I'm going to do with my life. And then by January 7th, they're like, I did it for a week.
Can I ask you a personal question?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Sure. I love personal
How old
questions.
were you when you stopped kissing your dad on the lips?
I never kissed my father on the lips.
Really?
That's weird to me. I think
that's cap. That's cap.
That's not cap.
That's cap.
That's my father. He's sleeping.
Oh. Gets my phone.
It's like 1 a.m. in Milwaukee right now. My dad.
You never kissed your dad on the lips as a baby?
I was a baby. I don't know. He might kiss me on the lips.
You never remember kissing your dad on the lips?
No. His cheeks.
I feel like that may have caused some things within you.
No, it was definitely a lot more things that he has done. Actually, Father, if you're watching this, don't take this. No, I kissed my father on the cheek.
Did you kiss your dad on the lips as a kid?
I don't remember.
See? Dang. When'd you stop, weirdo? When he stopped? Look at this guy.
The time I remembered, I wasn't kissing my dad.
So I'm saying. That's not normal.
Dude, I was...
You Frenchie your dad.
I was like 9, bro.
He was snogging his dad, dude. He said, "Hey, dad."
It wasn't until like...
I'm like, bro.
It wasn't until like the 3rd, maybe the 4th grade, my dad picked me up and kissed me on the lips, and them boys was looking at me like...
What you doing, bro?
And I was like, oh, this is not normal.
You said I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, and I was
Pops.
Dude, that's more on my dad, though, because he should know.
Nope. Don't play your dad.
No, he should know.
Don't play your dad.
He should be like, oh, he's like 4 now. I should stop doing
He's
that.
like 4
Teach him
now.
how to be masculine and stuff. But I don't know. I was thinking about that a lot today.
That's
Thought I'd spring that on you. Yeah.
It's maybe every time someone says like kiss on the lips,
Yeah.
that isn't like their significant other, it makes me think of my country club job.
Yeah.
Because at my country club.
Oh, yeah, you told me about
it's
this.
super weird.
Yeah.
What's the word we use instead of weird now? Eclectic.
Eccentric.
Eccentric.
This week I explained to Jordan the difference between the words eclectic and eccentric.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I call everyone that's weird now eccentric. So it sounds like more
Eccentric,
important. This really is. So everyone at the country club, they're mostly married. There are a lot of married couples there.
Yes.
So the older married couples that have been there for a while, when they greet each other, they greet each like a man, like say Mr. Johnson is married to Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
And then he greets Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
When Mr. Johnson
But they're not related at all.
They're not related.
Okay.
When Mr. Johnson greets Mrs. Smith, he kisses her on the lips. He gives her a little, how you doing? Why are you doing that?
Are they Italian?
Actually, yeah, Mr. Johnson was Italian. That might be it, though. That might be it.
JT's so offended because he's Italian. Do you kiss anyone on the lips other than your girlfriend as an Italian man?
My dog.
That's his dog.
That's some white people stuff. You ever kiss a dog on the lips?
Yeah. When dogs try to lick me,
yeah.
I'm like, you gotta pass on that.
Yeah.
I don't like dog kisses. They be like, well, dogs' mouths are cleaner than human. Like, don't give me that bull crap. Don't give me that bull crap.
My teeth.
Exactly.
Fido is
when's
never
that dog
brushed
brush
his
his teeth?
Facts.
Was the last? Do you have opposable thumbs to even hold a toothbrush?
Bro.
So.
Dogs lick booties, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Never.
They be like a peanut butter booty hole. That's what they do,
dude. So okay, how old were you when you had your first kiss?
I was 5.
Wait. So you can remember when you can remember kissing a girl at 5, but you can't remember if your daddy ever kissed you.
He used to kiss me on the cheek or the forehead.
I think you're lying.
I'm not.
You did not have your first kiss at 5.
I did. I'll tell you why.
Tell me the story.
All right. So it was my next door neighbor.
What was her name?
For all intents and purposes, I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
She goes to USC now, though. She's actually going to graduate
okay. You
soon.
still know her. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were long-term friends.
Okay.
Like we were so close. Like her older sister was like my sister, and like we like it was like brother and sister, but we were still friends, so it was okay.
At 5.
Yeah. Yeah. We just moved into the neighborhood. It was my childhood home, basically.
Yeah.
And we had bushes in front of like our windows, and so she literally lived. So like my house is here. There's like a big Christmas tree, and then her house, like condo. We were living in condos. Her condo was like just literally the one in between. There's one condo in between our places, basically. And so there was a bush right in front. So we're tiny. She's 5. She's 4. I'm 5. We go behind it, and we just kiss.
At 5?
Yeah.
You was a little freaky deaky.
That's about me now.
They feel me in the streets.
They feel me in their
cheeks. I didn't say it. He said that.
I was back from that. That's
Dude,
funny.
I had my first kiss when I was you were actually in the building, I think. It was at I think it was Morp, freshman year of high school.
Yeah, who'd you kiss?
Well, I'm not gonna say her name on air, but Jacob Pazer was her Frosh mentor, actually. So Frosh was like this senior freshman mentoring program at our high school.
Juniors also could be a Frosh mentor.
And so, actually, no, I think I was like 15, because she was like a freshman and I was a sophomore. Yeah. And so she was leaving, and then I was like walking her out in the hallway, and then I was like, "Have a good night." She's like, "You too." And S. You know, we were. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got it, guys.
I think she actually lives here now.
I think I like hit her up on Instagram and like asked her if she. We like had like a very brief conversation on Instagram the other a couple weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure she still hates me, but
why does she hate you?
Because we like dated for like a month, and then like I dumped her. Yeah, and then just kind of like I was a kid, so I kind of just pretended like she didn't exist after we dated. I was kind of a meanie.
All right, guys, men, don't do that. When you dump a girl,
I had to learn how to.
She still
become
exists.
Good with women.
It's crazy, but she does.
She does. R.I.P.
Yeah. She doesn't.
Not all. That's amazing. That's incredible.
You said it this time. I mean, R.I.P. man. Every episode. All right. Week 13 of NFL football.
Sports.
So
we have
all
a
the
new
ladies
segment.
Can check out now. I'm just kidding. That's sexist.
We have a new segment. Yes, please don't check out. We know some of you check out when we talk sports, but we have a new segment to excite things up. It's
I'm already
called.
excited.
Do you want to tell them the name?
It's called Boy Picks.
Boy Picks.
You guys
all right.
Because we're the boy band.
Picks.
Like,
not to be confused with pictures.
Hey,
of
send
boys.
me pics, baby. Like normal pictures, like
no,
selfies
like
or
choosing,
something.
selecting things.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do
Those
the
type of
NFL. We're
picks.
gonna do. This is week 13, I believe.
This is week 13.
So
Lucky number 13.
Yes. So what we decided to do is we're gonna go through every NFL game each week, and the games that we disagree on, we're going to keep a tally on who wins and who loses.
And by the end of this, we'll have figured out a wager
Yes.
between us two.
And whoever has a winning record wins. So
And who doesn't love to win?
absolutely.
You guys can join in if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Actually, by the time this airs, it'll be too late for you to join it.
The wager, the fans decide.
Oh!
Ooh.
Super producer JT has a great idea. He said the fans should decide. I agree.
Heck yeah.
So by the end of the football season, we're going to have you guys pick what the wager is between us. Starting at week 13. How many weeks are in?
All right. There's 17 weeks, I think, now.
5 more weeks.
So 5 more weeks.
Five more weeks
if
left.
it's close, we can like extend it to the playoffs too.
Yeah. So it's exciting. You guys are now involved.
But yeah, boy pick. Here we go. Game number 1.
Rapid fire.
Do you like Colts or Texans?
Colts.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we agree.
Vikings or Lions?
Vikings.
I agree.
Of course you do. I'm smart.
Giants or Dolphins?
Oh, fudge. Giants. Tuluing on
I'm going Dolphins.
Oh, we disagree.
Giants, Dolphins. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to keep track of these.
I was just going to like write.
You just want to write Giants, Dolphins, and then whoever picked whoever?
Yeah.
Bet.
I'll just write it down.
Okay. So I'm going with Dolphins. You're going with Giants. Buccaneers, Falcons.
Bucks.
Yep. Eagles, Jets.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jets.
Chargers, Bengals.
Bangies. I'm in the pocket like Burrow. I mean, Chargers probably.
I'll take
win.
Chargers. I'll take Chargers.
Oh,
Yeah.
controversy.
I'll take Chargers.
Okay.
I think Justin Herbert's due to ball out. Jaguars, Rams.
Rams.
Yeah. Washington or Washington football team or the Raiders.
Didn't Washington just come off a win?
They just beat the Buccaneers. Yeah.
Yeah. Raiders. Still Raiders.
Yeah, I agree.
That was like I don't know how they beat the Bucks, but
Ravens, Steelers.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Steelhouse has not been a steel curtain for a while.
49ers, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I'm taking 49ers.
Bomb declined. What was that last one?
49ers, Seahawks. Yeah. We're good. Just a few more here.
Bear with us.
Bear with us,
We're
ladies. The guys are like sitting on the edge of their seat like how can he pick the 49ers in that Week 13 matchup? And the girls are just like, talk more about relationships.
Please.
Jordan promised us last week he'd tell us a dating story.
All right, now you just had to expose me like that.
Broncos, Chiefs.
Broncos, Chiefs. Fine, Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
here's one. Patriots, Bills.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I just want to watch it. I don't want to pick.
That's the night game, too, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Pats. Don't agree. Just don't agree. I know you want to agree. I'm going with the Pats. The Pats have been on one this year. Mac Jones is a freaking boss.
I'll take the Bills.
All right.
I'll take the Bills.
All right. Good luck. Ha!
And then just 2 more. Then Steelers, Vikings. Or sorry, no.
We did that one already.
No, that's next week. Okay, I forgot to crop that. Yeah, that's the what's the Monday game? Oh, that is the Monday game. Sorry. Pats and Bills is the Monday game, and then Broncos Chiefs is the Sunday night game. Cool. So how many matches do we have?
We have 4 disagreements.
4 disagreements.
So we'll see on Sunday. Well, actually Tuesday.
Yeah. So next week we'll tell you guys what my record was, what your record was,
Yeah.
and then we'll
Keep you guys updated.
Cool. Awesome.
But you guys have to think of something. Help us out. Think of something good. Something controversial.
Speaking of controversial, recently Spotify and Apple Music, they started releasing their end-of-year wrap-ups.
I
and
love
so,
when they do this. This is like the best thing they've created since like sliced bread.
Absolutely. I think Spotify did it first. And
They
then
did. Apple Music,
kind
a follower.
Yeah, but you and I have Spotify.
We
JT
do.
has Apple Music.
He does.
So I think the people might be interested to know because, I mean, I do music. You have an eclectic taste of music as well.
Did this come out? It tastes weird.
Eclectic. No, that's
eccentric. See, I forgot already.
See?
I forgot already.
So what do we have? We have top 5 artists and then top 5 songs?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
You go first this time.
Okay, awesome. So my top
Age before
5
beauty.
My top 5 artists were NF, myself, Drake, G-Eazy, and Russ. and I was actually super surprised of that. I just think those artists have multiple songs that I listen to a lot.
That made them your top 5?
Yeah, that made them my top 5 because I didn't think I listened to G-Eazy that much this past year.
But honestly, every time like I heard us like you put like a playlist on in the shower, or you're getting ready, it's a G-Eazy song that pops on.
So.
Origami,
Origami.
Yeah, that's a good song, bro. It's a dope song.
I get to wake up a CEO. She sound lucky. But she gets to wake up and see me though. So who really lucky?
That's a
great
hard
song.
line.
That's so great. So great.
I was telling that girls all the time, like, you're lucky. I don't say that.
But then my top 5 songs were Layers by NF. I played it 155 times this year, I guess.
Wow.
And then, and then Zeus by myself. And then 20-something by our producer, Jay Prime.
Yo, if any song you're going to go check out that's going to hype you up, go check out 20-something. I'm not lying. Have I ever?
Or Zeus. Yeah.
Well, let's do 20-something first. We'll do Zeus next week.
If you're like about to go out with the boys, play 20-something. If you want to get a workout in, play Zeus.
Facts.
Then SUVs by Jack Harlow. I was kind of surprised by that, actually.
Me too, because that song just came out.
Yeah, and I kind of skip it halfway through when the Pooh Shiesty guy comes on.
That's fair.
But that is a fire song. And then the last one was Trust by NF as well, featuring Tech 9.
I feel like there's like a lot of layers between your songs and your artists.
Yeah.
Like Trust is NF.
Yeah.
Layers is also NF. Zeus is you. But there's no G-Eazy or Russ song on there, or a Drake song.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's no Drake song on here. I think he has too many songs.
Yeah.
You can't just like listen to just one when you listen to Drake. It's like I gotta listen to like Views.
I feel like if I had a top 10, Popstar would probably be in the top 10.
You can look at your Spotify like playlist. And
it's I have I like the they do like the best of playlist of like was it like the top 50 or something like that, and it's in there.
Okay.
So but yeah, what were your top 5?
Top five. Guys, you pretty sure you can guess my number 1 artist.
JC Kroupa.
Oh no,
it was me last year, wasn't it?
What? No, you were number 2 last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where am I this year on the list?
Top 5. My number 1 artist is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
No surprise there.
Gotcha.
Number 2, Quinn 92. That's a new one for me, actually. And I kind of like, dude, he's just amazing. I think he's fantastic.
His album was incredible.
It was. Then he dropped a back-to-back, though. He did it back-to-back this year. Number 3, Imagine Dragons. Imagine that. 4,
do you remember in high school asking me to go with you to an Imagine Dragons concert?
And what did you say to me?
I said no.
You said no. You said no.
Which, looking back now, I would probably definitely go. But the only song I knew by them at the time was like Radioactive. Yeah.
But you know, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time to be.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever been to a concert before too.
So you're like, I'm nervous. I can't say yes to this
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, whatever. I've been to 3 Imagine Dragons concerts. I loved every and every one of them. My number 4 is kind of disappointing. It's Billie Eilish. I'm not saying that she's not good. I'm just like, I didn't think I listened to her that much. Like, her new album came out, and I listened to it twice through and through. And there was like 4 or 5 songs where I was like, this is good. I like this. But I was like, Billie, it wasn't like her first album, but it's fine. She's number 4. Number 5, Kanye West.
Yay.
I was actually really happy he made it into my top 5.
You know his legal name is Ye now? Just Y-E?
I'm just not going to like comment on that.
Okay.
He does a lot of things I just don't agree with.
Okay.
That's one of them.
Dang.
Yay.
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 No, like short for Kanye.
No, I get it.
But now it's just Yay.
It's like Y-A-Y. Exclamation point.
Well, it's just Y-E.
Y-A-Y. Yay.
What?
Yay.
Top 5 songs?
Top 5 songs.
What was your number 1 song of the entire year?
You happy about this one?
I am happy.
My number 1 song this year was Zeus by Jalen Brendan Taylor Kroupa.
Cool. All right. You didn't have to. All right.
Whole government.
Man, I need to get on this name change.
This fool.
Dude, we're going to get a soundboard one day, and that's going to be on it.
Oh, it has to be. Just press it like a bunch
Absolutely.
of times.
Yeah. Season 2, we're getting a soundboard.
All right, we got so many plans for season 2.
Facts.
It's actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Number 2 song was by Jaden. I was like, who's this artist? Jaden, as in Jaden Smith, as in Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's son. Super good song. Number 3 is Crash My... Get on my hand. Number 3 is "Crash My Car" by Coin. I bet you guys are like, "What's that? Never heard that before." Go bump it. And they also
Coin?
just
I feel like Coin's a pretty popular band.
Yeah, amongst a certain group of people. Number 4. What do you mean by that, Jordan? I'm not gonna explain.
Elaborate.
Well, you know.
And number 5.
Number 4.
You've actually made me really like this song a lot.
Number 4 though. First.
Sorry, my bad.
The Second Time Around by Quinn 92.
That's also a great song. I love that song.
Love that song.
Yeah.
It just makes me go into deep feels. I think that's why Spotify was like, "You're wistful," because of that song.
Yeah.
Number 5 is "Melon Cake" by Demi Lovato.
No more melon cake.
And a funny story about melon cake is she named that because she only could have melon cake for her birthday, like an actual like cake made of melons, because she was on a sweet diet.
They didn't want her to relapse into food addiction.
Yeah, and other addictions. But she literally, it's funny, in that song she said somebody got fired for feeding her, like for giving her chocolate in the back seat. And she's like, "True story." And I think that's just like hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not hilarious that the person got fired, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's my top 5, top 5.
Top five. I think next week we're gonna have to do our top 5 favorite albums of all time.
You think
so? I feel like that says a lot more about us, because I think the top 5 albums those albums kind of influenced you in a way that makes you like certain music that you listen to.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm super excited. You didn't want to do this week because I think you want to think about it. Do you want to do top 5 or top 10 next week?
Top 5.
Top 5.
5 is better than 10.
Gotcha.
10 is just kind of broad at that point. It's like, okay, now you're just being braggy, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. And shout out Danny Ponco because he had a podcast called Top 5.
Danny Ponco actually did have a podcast called Top 5. It was actually really good.
Really good. Yeah. Really enjoyed
I'm sad it
listening to
ended.
I know.
It did end, right?
One season. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny Ponco.
I hope you're watching.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's definitely not watching this. But yeah, he's
That's
great.
funny.
I remember seeing him like a couple years ago in Milwaukee. We were at Red, White, and Blue.
I haven't seen him in years. He got taller.
You were there, but I don't think you saw him. And I
didn't
was
see
like,
half
I
the
just saw
people
Danny
there, dude.
Ponco.
You know why I didn't see anybody? Because you got kicked out. Because you're Tim's.
But I was in. Oh.
It was that
I
night.
came back later, though.
Yeah. But
Dude,
for some reason,
I was so mad they didn't let me in with my
It's
Tims.
so silly.
Yeah.
Like certain places don't let certain people in because of their Tims. Well,
Yeah.
not certain people. They don't let Tims in their
Because I
in their
guess
establishments.
Tims are like affiliated with gangs and
Gangs.
stuff in some areas.
If I'm crip walking inside of a thing, then you can kick me out.
Dude,
But if I'm
like,
just walking
if I'm
along-
wearing like a red or blue bandana, like,
Sure.
yeah, but I'm just wearing Timberland boots, like,
With a collar shirt.
yeah.
Like, he's just
It was like a
wearing button.
nice outfit, too. So I had to like go home and change. But yeah, whatever, man. But
Sister like came and
you know,
clutched that in.
speaking of going out and things like that,
Yeah.
we're 2 young eligible bachelors.
True that.
This is the relationship part of the podcast.
Tune in, ladies.
So you can tune back in again.
You press
They're like
play.
skip.
Right. we're at 28 minutes, so
Yeah,
just like
but-
time it back here.
But we were talking earlier, actually in the car on our way over here. I feel like there's different stages to dating, right? So I feel like there's a talking stage where like you're just talking to a girl. You're not necessarily exclusive or whatever, but you're trying to see if like she's like girlfriend or wifey material or whatever. Then there's like a courting stage where you're still not officially boyfriend and girlfriend, but you're trying to get to that point. So it's like exclusive, but you're not dating. And then you begin dating. So my question to you, what are you looking for?
I need a drink.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Some water.
Well, I'll ask you the question, and then I'll make you a drink.
Awesome.
How does that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
I'm going to win that bet, too. But my
15
question
years later.
My question is, how long should each of those stages be? Well, first of all, do you agree with my stages? So, like, talking, courting, and then officially dating, like boyfriend,
I love
girlfriend.
the word courting.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could switch out any word that you
can, but I'm
want.
not going to.
Yeah. Do you agree with those stages? And also, how long do you think each should be? Pass me your cup.
Okay, so talking, courting, and what was the last one?
And then
Officially dating. So this is funny because I think each of my relationships they never started off just by like, hey, let's like start dating like right away. Let's just get together. Especially my last one. We literally like, I guess you want to say if we dated for a whole year before we actually like officially made it official. I courted for a year. and I guess she was more courting me than me courting her. I know I'm an eligible bachelor. Thanks, bro. Looks saucy. I think you should talk for at least a month. I don't think you should, like. I don't think it needs to be more than that. I think you can find out everything you need to find out in 4 dates. You have a date a week, and then in between those dates, you're having conversations over talk or text. By that 4th date, I think one would know whether or not they want to be with that person. So, I think 4 days is good enough for courting. But isn't talking the same thing as courting almost? No? What's the difference?
One moment. I'm playing bartender.
He is. We're gonna blur this out. I'm just kidding. We're old enough to drink, so.
Why would you think it's the same?
I think it's the same because me personally, when I'm talking to somebody, that's kind of my main thing is that I'm figuring out what I like about you, what I dislike about you. This guy's dancing. I'm figuring out what I like and dislike about you, and I think that's gonna lead me to want to date you later. And if I don't like more things that I do like, if they outweigh that, then I'm not gonna even attempt to try to date you. And I'm figuring some of those things out with certain people in my life.
Currently?
Currently.
Oh, wow.
I know your boy is like back at it.
Dang.
He might be dating soon. Not really.
So we actually haven't told the people this. We actually have a pact that we made several months ago before you moved to Phoenix. And we're not dating anyone, like having a girlfriend for this entire year.
2021.
So, I mean, I had a girlfriend like January, February, but we made the pact like, March, April, something like that. So, haven't had a girlfriend this whole year. You haven't had a girlfriend this whole year. But as soon as January 1st hits.
I think we might be in both relationships. We'll see.
You think both of us will be in relationships by January?
No,
okay.
we definitely won't.
I will not.
I couldn't be. No! No!
I think if you wanted to, you could be.
I don't want to.
Anyway, that's not the point. So the reason I distinguish like dating or talking and then courting from like officially dating is because I think between you meeting a pretty girl and then deciding, I'm talking to this girl, there's like a little intermediate stage where you're like, could I make this my girlfriend? You know? And I think for me, that's like a week or two. Like, I feel like I know pretty quick, would I date this girl or see a future with her?
Yeah, I can see that.
Because for me, it's like, could I introduce this girl to my mom? What is this girl? Does she have ambitions? What does she want to do with her life? Do we have chemistry? Does she get my humor?
That's important.
Are we compatible? Like, can we hold a conversation? Yeah. Good banter.
It's good banter.
Good banter. Things like that. And so then after you decide, I'm like into this girl, then you start talking.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Where then like romantic feelings are expressed.
Wait, does courting come first or talking come first?
Talking, courting, and then I'm your boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend.
Gotcha. Okay.
In my mind. Other people can label it differently. Do you disagree with that, JT? Is that a good way to look at it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would think courting and talking could be interchangeable in a way because it depends on how you define talking.
Well, yeah, it's just semantics, how you're labeling things.
That's true.
And then
because like dating, like people confuse dating with like being together. Dating is just the first stages of like a relationship. Yeah. And it's like dating is like it's very casual.
So maybe a better way to label it would be talking, dating in a relationship.
Yeah, how JT just said it.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Shut up. So no, like let me ask you, JT. So obviously you have a fiance, so you're light years ahead of us in our dating. You're shout out JT's girlfriend. We love you, friend of the show.
Fiance.
Fiance, friend of the show. So like between you meeting,
that's the real question.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say your fiance's name or not. Does she? I just won't.
There's no bad stories that we're gonna tell about her.
Well, no, obviously, but between you meeting your fiance, how long did it take before you were like, like I want to talk to this girl, like romantically?
That's a good question.
Like I want to pursue this girl.
So date. Date.
Yes.
Yeah. Next
sorry.
step. Date. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 months.
It took 2 months.
Dang. So you guys were just like homies at first.
Talking was a month.
Okay.
You talk for a month. The next month, you're like, I can see.
So at the end of the month, what made you like, oh, I want to like date you now, towards a potential relationship?
I met a side of her family.
In 2 months?
3 months.
Huh.
1 month talk.
Yeah.
2 months date.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
So were you guys into each other like right away or no? Oh, my boy had the sauce.
But he stayed with the sauce.
First day on GC.
Really? First day in college, you met your now
that's
fiance.
such a story on your wedding day.
Dang.
Yeah, we met on the first day of college.
We're invited to your wedding, right?
100%, 100%.
So we didn't get that
I
engagement
know.
party invite.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
But
I did hit him up on Snap. I was
a
like,
little
so this
butt
looks
hurt,
fun.
but
This looks like a great time
Shout out to
be
the lovely
at.
couple.
This looks like a great time. I wish I could have been there. Oh, wait.
We weren't invited. But, super producer JT, we love you. We love your fiance as well. But, okay, so JT saying, like, a month just, like, getting to know her, like, do I really want to pursue this?
Yeah.
And then 2 months of actively getting to know her to see if he wants to be in a relationship with her. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, and then they started dating.
But it's like, I'm thinking about, like,
which brings us to the next question. How long from meeting a person to then being in a relationship should there be? Not even dividing it into stages, but just time period.
meeting a person and getting into a relationship.
Yeah. So, like, if I meet a girl today, the soonest, when should I make her my girlfriend? If I like
it should be more than a month.
What?
Like, a month is a long time. It's 30 days.
So you're
it's 4
completely
weeks.
comfortable, like, telling your parents, like, hey, I met this girl a month ago. Now she's my girlfriend.
I don't care who I date as long as she's black.
I think that's crazy. I feel like at least 2 months.
That's a fact.
Because that's a whole other topic.
We'll talk about that next week.
Oh my gosh, we could spend the rest of the podcast on that.
Bro, attacking that would be hilarious.
Dude, the freaking looks I used to get from black chicks when I had my ex-girlfriend, like when we would go out.
The ones I got from my parents when I had all my ex-girlfriends. They're just like, oh, another one.
Yeah, I guess you and I do gravitate towards a particular race of women.
You ain't got to know the race. All the
And that's a whole other topic too. What are we talking about?
This down.
Anyway, I feel like at least 2 months, because then
2 months, okay.
I feel like then you've been on a few dates. You've been probably at least 3 or 4 dates.
Yeah.
You probably hung out in between. You've gotten to meet her friends. I've gotten to meet or she's gotten to meet your friends.
Yeah.
And maybe like you've told like your family about her, stuff like that, and you've just like, I don't know. I just feel like a month you've been on maybe 2 dates.
But it's like, well, that's if you're not really trying to pursue that person, or if they're not trying to pursue you.
Well, yeah. That's my point. Between meeting them and making them your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Okay, I would agree about 2 months.
Okay.
Minimum of 2 months, just because like that way, if you're still dating in 2 months, you know that person is into you as much as you're into them.
Yeah.
So I think you could justify like, okay, I can take that next step, and I'm not nervous about asking them to take that next step with me.
How long was your fastest turnaround from meeting a girl to dating her?
This is my high school girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was 2 months. Ding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, because like we met in August. September, October. It was a couple more months than that. Yeah, November we started dating. We met in like August. Started dating in November.
Now that I think about it, I think my last relationship was like 5 weeks or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you almost
it was
took my
really
advice.
quick.
Well, we all know why it was quick.
Yeah. Well, not all of us, but it explains a lot to as why it didn't last.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Interesting.
That is a little interesting that it took 5 weeks for you to be with that person. R.I.P.
Hey man, I was in a
Crazy.
dark place. I was in a dark place for the length of the relationship. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what's been the longest turnaround then?
Longest around been a year.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
your last girl.
I was gonna say her name.
Yeah, don't. Let's keep people's anonymity sacred.
You can't find her on Instagram.
You can't. She's great though.
Yeah, actually, like I swiped up on her story today, because when we put up our Christmas tree last year, my dad taught me how to fluff a tree. Like he's super anal about like certain things, and fluffing a tree was one of them.
Same.
And so I taught her how to fluff a tree, like how anal my dad was. Yeah. I became that person.
Dude, we're becoming more and more like our fathers every day, dude.
It's scary.
I was you already know this, but something my dad said growing up all the time when he would see like little kids, whether we would like go to the park or go out to eat, or when we were just out with the family, and he'd see like little kids walk past or whatever, he'd go, "Oh, look at the little angels." And I remember like 2 months ago, and I think you might have been there. I was out on the field working, and I was getting people to sign my petition, and they had like a kid in a stroller, and I was like, "Oh, how old's the little angel?" And immediately I was like, "Ah!" I am my father, and I told my dad that story, and he freaking thought it was so funny. He laughed so hard.
It is pretty funny that we like pick up those tendencies from our fathers, without even like wanting to.
And I haven't lived with my dad in like 3-4 years, which is even funnier.
I like the last time I lived with my dad was this past summer, but it was like for a short stint. It was like a month, and he kicked me out at the end of it because my room was dirty.
Shout out Papa Hopkins. But
bro, y'all gotta hear so many stories about my father.
Dude,
it's ridiculous.
Insane.
That man's lovely.
Yeah, our dads are great. Our dads are a lot alike.
They are.
The more stories I hear about yours, and the more stories you hear about mine.
Yeah, they actually really are.
They're great, but they're a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You know what I realized today?
What's that?
We were freshmen in high school 10 years ago. How does that make you feel?
We're old. It's like people are like, "Oh, you're only 23 years old. You're not old." I'm old.
Yeah.
It's past that point. You know why I'm old? Because I was talking to a friend the other day, and I said, "Well, what's?" I was referencing a show from back in the day, and I was like, "Hey,
back in the day,
right? Exactly. I'm saying it's like that now. Like back in the day, I was like, I referenced the show, and I was like, "Hey, do you know what this show is?" And she was like, "No."
Dang, what show was it?
Oh, dude, I can't even think of the show.
That's so funny.
I know it was just like a show. I was like, she definitely would know the show.
I was talking to some 19-year-old the other day, and I referenced That 70s Show, and she just gave me a blank stare.
Which is funny because that 70s show, I feel like it's timeless.
It was also on Netflix for like a couple years too.
Exactly, and also the ranch is now.
She's like, "I've never heard of that. What is that?" And I was like,
"Never mind.
I'm not gonna explain to you the greatness of that show right now."
Fez is the ultimate
lady.
character. Ford exchange student. Fez.
Oh, Kelso was always my favorite, dude. Dude, he's got. There's this episode of That 70s Show, and he's trying to convince the main character Eric Foreman to go to Milwaukee for like this big concert, and Eric, his dad is like a tyrant, and so he's basically God.
Tyrant.
He's basically God. He knows everything. And Kelso like jumps over the couch and he goes, "I think God would want us to go to Milwaukee." And it's like the funniest moment in the entire series. It's hilarious. It's such a freaking Michael Kelso thing to say. But
yeah, no, Kelso was like kind of, lack of a better word, stupid.
Yeah, he was like funny
dumb.
stupid though.
He was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But speaking of like people that made poor decisions and said poor things.
Yeah.
So I had a best friend, not before you. It was the same time as you. You actually were there for this moment.
Cheating on me.
She was a woman, so it doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different.
Doesn't count. No, so this woman, so you guys want to hear a relationship story.
Oh, I was there.
You guys want to hear a relationship story. I'll tell you about a relationship I had. This is my best friend in college. This is actually like not part of the reason why I left Madison, but it had a pretty big
Wisconsin,
deal.
Madison,
University of Wisconsin,
Badgers.
Madison. All the people in Arizona are like, what's that? What's Madison?
Madison,
the capital? Is that a capital?
What?
The capital of Wisconsin. It's not Milwaukee.
Yeah, because there's UW Milwaukee, UW Madison.
Exactly. UW Lacrosse. It's a lot of UW schools. Just look them up. So it said we spent a night out on the town. JC actually came up for this one. It was super awesome.
It was going really well.
It went so good. And then you know what we did at the end of the night? It was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We went to go get tacos.
Yes.
Because I love a good taco.
Who doesn't love a good taco?
At 1 a.m. after a couple of drinks. Only a couple. And at that point, this is when I knew things were going to turn south. We're at the taco stand, and all of a sudden, this dude from Chicago is in line. And he's like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. He starts like rambling off things from Chicago. And all of a sudden she goes, F you and Chicago. F you. I'm just going off with this guy from Chicago.
Everyone from Wisconsin does hate Illinois.
We do.
But like.
But not to that level where she was at. She went from zero, like, there was no.
She really did.
There was nothing that like provoked, like, that brought her to the point.
I had to take her out of the line and hold her back. And another story where I'm breaking up a fight.
Yeah, truly. Look at this guy. Always.
She's like cussing this guy out for being from Chicago.
And
You're in line trying to get our food.
I just want a taco. I just want a burrito. So like, and then we're in line. I'm in line. He goes with her off to the side somewhere, and I'm like, I'll just order real quick and I'll get the food. And we'll go.
Literally arms wrapped around her because she was trying to rush this guy. Like
bear hugging this girl. And I'm like, I'm laughing because I'm like, this is my best friend. She's just like drunk. Whatever, it's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm just hyping her up. I'm like, yeah, that dude was being some ish. Like, he was also. I was like, no, he wasn't. I was saying to myself, like, it was fine. It's totally fine.
Trying to start some banter.
Yeah, just like have a conversation in line. We're all like, after it's late. So my house, in comparison to the taco stand, is a total of a 7-minute walk. The whole 7 minutes, she's still going off about this guy. And I'm just like, yeah, go in, girl. That's you. Didn't really care that much. I just want to eat these burritos that we had in the bag. So we walk up to my house, and then we just got a brand new house in Madison.
They built it like
they just built it literally that summer before, and this is the winter. And so we have this big glass piece that kind of wraps like a quarter around the house.
Beautiful.
You can see.
It was beautiful.
It is. The outside looks great. The inside is
until we arrived.
Until we got there. It's like 1:30 now. We walk in. She's still kind of going off.
Yeah.
We get into my room. My roommate's sleeping. She's still going off.
She's still yelling.
And at this point, she switched the subject. She switched it on? She switched it on me.
Yeah.
She made me the problem.
She made it personal. I was so confused as to what was happening.
If you were confused, bro, I was bewildered. Yeah. I didn't know what to do.
And I think you have the tacos, and I was just like, can we just like can I eat and y'all can hash this out?
Right. Like, and then I was like, I said her name. Oh well, she gotta go. I was like, you gotta go. Cut that out.
Yeah, blank that out, JT. Blank her name out, please.
Bleep that out.
Just put that sound over the.
Yeah. So I was like, you gotta go. You gotta leave right now. You're being too reckless. You're being just like out of pocket.
Yeah.
So I like escort her out.
Yeah.
And me not knowing, I still had her phone in my back pocket.
Uh-huh.
So she ends up coming back. You know where we were at that time? I'm bawling my eyes out in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I was crying because I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm losing my last friend. I was so like distraught.
And I was like, Jordan, it's okay. It's gonna be all right, man. Like,
I don't know why, bro. I was just
fine.
I was so torn up inside by this situation.
I was like, you know what's gonna make you feel better? Some tacos.
You know what we went back to? So we got out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay, we're fine.
Like hugging it out and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, you are enough.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you. I need that. I need it. We walked back to the room.
Yeah.
What scene do we walk back to? Half of my clothes in my closet were tossed in the hallway.
Yeah.
And in the stairwell. Our tacos, our burritos were tossed also in the hallway.
Your roommate was like,
yeah, my roommate woke up and was like,
having like a seizure. I was like,
what's going on? I was like, I don't know.
And all of a sudden down the hall, all you hear is,
she got back into my house. She got back into my house.
She did.
You know how she got back into my house? Because she was banging on the window.
And somebody let her in.
Someone let her in because they was like, yeah, this crazy girl that's banging on the window looks like she needs to get inside. Why would you do that? You see any person yelling
absolutely
on the
incredible
other side of a window? You let them in?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I think we have the tacos in our hands too.
No, she threw them.
Or no, we left them there. She deliberately threw $45 worth of food into the stairwell. That's the part I was mad about. Yeah. Because I hadn't
starving.
Eaten. I was starving as well, and I just cried with my friend because he was going through personal things. And I went back and I was like, the crux of my speech to you, I gave you a great speech. I can't remember what it was. But I was like, hey, man, let's just go eat some food, relax, watch Netflix, and go to bed.
I was like,
dude, that sounds great.
That sounds awesome.
Then we walk out, we are,
Dude, I was ready to explode on her.
I was like, no, please no.
I was so heated.
So yeah, you guys did some more fighting, and eventually she left.
You know what the next day she said to me? She woke up. She's like, Jordan, I don't remember a thing.
That's such cap, but
real convenient.
Girls do that all the
real
time too.
Effing
That's a whole other
convenient.
topic.
What do you mean you don't remember what you just did? Yeah. It was 4 hours.
You came back.
You
You had.
You didn't just like stay at home. You knew your phone was missing, so you came back to get it. And you start banging on every window and wall you could find. Yeah. You punched a hole in my brand new house.
Your friend choice back in Wisconsin post high school was
questionable,
very spotty.
Yeah,
to be generous.
Well, not at Madison anymore. Shout out all my Madison folks, my Evans scholars.
Facts.
Sad. So there's my relationship story. That's
there. You go.
Yeah. You happy?
His heart was hurt, not because he loved her, but because he was in love with the tacos.
I really wanted those burritos.
So, but guys, thank you so much for listening. Hey, a few quick announcements. Don't tune out just yet. So, this is the last episode that is going to air on the JC Kroupa YouTube page. We're actually moving all our episodes to our own personal Boy Band podcast YouTube channel. So this will be the last one on this one. Please stay subscribed on my channel. But we're moving everything over starting episode 5 because this is 4, right?
This is 4.
Wow. So episode 5 will be on the other channel. So keep up to date with us on Instagram. And also, we figured out a way for you guys to support the podcast as well as to get you an audio, version of the podcast. So starting with episode 5, we are going to have all of the previous episodes audio only on Patreon, and we're also going to drop the episodes a couple of days early so that you get the audio version before the actual video version comes out on YouTube. So we're going to do a monthly subscription. It'll be about $2 or $3 a month, but we're going to link that in the bio. So we'll in the description of this video, we'll have the new page link, so go subscribe to that. And we will also have our Patreon link, so you guys can sign up for that, get the audio-only format, as well as getting that early on a regular basis as well. As well as you'll be able to hear first about updates and things like that eventually when we do merch. All our big plans for season 2. We'll also figure out some. Yeah, we'll figure out some ways to like interact with you guys on a more personal note for supporting us on the Patreon as well.
Sure.
But we're super excited about those developments.
Yeah, those are kind of like big announcements right there. I know. New YouTube page, Patreon page, all the subscriptions.
Yeah, but you guys keep sharing the videos, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep putting your friends on.
Yeah, dude. Dudes.
We need more. We need more backup dancers in the boy band. All right, and we're inviting you to come. And
we want you
whipping Nene and what's the new one? I ain't never been with a Betty. Come on, add it to the tally.
What's that like? One day they'll be like,
all of them. I'm a savage.
I'm a savage.
Yes. So dance. We need more of you. But thank you guys so much. My name is JC Kroupa. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Grand Canyon Lion.
The Lion. I am Jordan Hopkins. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at jhopkins_ at the end. Replace the O with a 0.
You can also follow our Instagram page for the podcast at the Boy Band Podcast on Instagram. Make sure we're almost to 100 followers.
Almost to 100 followers.
So we're super excited about that.
11 more followers.
I know.
That's actually
we've been
growing.
Exciting. I know. So when we hit 100 followers, we'll do something special
huge,
as well
big,
too. So
large.
Thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast.
It's been great.
We love you. We appreciate you. We hear you, and we'll see you same time next week.
Peace.
Peace.